What's going on, guys? It's your boy Baroque77 coming to you live to talk about Lazio versus AC Milan. I should be joined by my boy Nick Dianni here shortly, who is a Lazio supporter, so we will get his perspective. Look, I like goals here. I'm not gonna lie. I think that the over 2.5 is probably my best bet in this game. Neither of these teams plays a lick of defense. Pavlovic did play some nice defense as well as Tremore, but Emerson Royale is an absolute waste of oxygen. I can't believe they paid real US dollars for Emerson Royale to play right back over at AC Milan. I think the guy had 8 turnovers, lost a corner, and just played like complete fucking garbage last game for Milan. No Theo Hernandez on the left is a little bit of a surprise. We'll see if whatever his name is, can hang here and play left back. Hopefully will offer a little bit more defensively than Theo does. Theo is basically playing as another forward. He's a wing back. He loves to bomb forward and get involved in the offense here. Fofana is a nice little piece here, I guess. For AC Milan, Rangers and Loftus-Cheek are midfielders who absolutely love jacking for chicks outside the box. I like seeing Chukwueze on the right. The kid's got a hell of a left foot. It's a wand. I like Chukwueze for shots. I like him for shots on target. I'll find the prices here in shortly. I'm just going to kind of go over what I like in the match first. Pulisic on the left wing, even if he plays a little bit more centrally, I love his to score assist number pretty much every single week. Okafor, I think, is a capable forward. Obviously, with Morata banged up a little bit, he is going to need to shoulder a little bit of a load here. I like that they're going with Okafor instead of Jovic because I absolutely hate Jovic. On the other side for Lazio, it's kind of going to be all Tati Castellanos here. He had like 6 shots last game. Tati had, I think, a brace in the first game that they played versus Venezia. Let me double check on that for you guys real quick. But Tati was the one that is the guy I like, who's probably the best shooter / scorer here. He did not have a brace. He just had the 1 goal versus Venezia playing Lazio. He took 6 shots versus Udinese, put 1 on target, so he does need to be a little bit more clinical in the box. You got Daya out there on the right, kind of playing as the second striker. I'm seeing a couple of different formations here. It's not going to bother me if Zaccagni drops back and they play more of a 4-4-2. Castellanos and Daya are going to be your 2 main strikers here. Guendouzi is an okay midfielder. He's got some serious hair on him. He's a French guy. He'll take shots from the middle of the field. This back line is kind of atrocious here. Obviously, Lazio is on the struggle bus a little bit. They just conceded 2 to Udinese away and lost that match 2-1. They struggle on corners. Bilbao is in the back of the net right now, but it looks like we're going to get some Spanish VAR fuckery going on. So we'll see how that plays out. Absolutely pouring rain out in the Basque Country. So pre-match, I liked Bilbao on the draw no bet there and both teams to score. Glad I laid off once I saw the weather because it is pouring in the Basque Country. I will say, again, I know the game is live, so it might not be as impactful for you guys, but I do like Bilbao to win that match and find a goal here. At some point, they did honor Akir Munayin, who is a club legend. He was like the youngest guy to ever score a goal for Bilbao and played his entire career there. So Munayin was in the building, packed house at San Mames. I do think Bilbao eventually finds a winner here. So if you're looking for something live. But I think this is probably our best matchup in Italy between Lazio and AC Milan. I see a ton of goals here. Neither of these teams play a lick of defense. Milan has obviously had big time problems in the first half and getting off to a good start here without Morata. So, yeah, I'm all over the over 2.5. I grabbed it at minus 120 over on Fanatics earlier in the week. You could have gotten this at like minus 110, minus 115. I'm okay playing it to about minus 125, minus 130. Let's see what the number is here right now. Okay, so a little opposite, not a ton of opposite line movement. A couple of shops are sitting at minus 130. DK is minus 120. Bet Rivers is minus 112. FanDuel is minus 118. So I'm perfectly fine playing this above minus 120. I'd even go down to minus 125, but I'm not super in love with minus 130. Here's our boy now, Nick Dianni.
What's up,
going on, brother?
Thank you for having me. Sorry for being a few minutes late.
It's all good, man. I was just kind of going over the starting 11s. I also took a quick minute. Bilbao got in the back of the net, but Spanish VAR fuckery taking it away. It's pouring cats and dogs out there in the Basque Country, so I was pretty glad I stayed off of my bold teams to score pre-match. Yeah. Once I saw that weather. Obviously, welcome, Nick Dianni. Nick is our resident Lazio fan. And so I was just talking to lineups a little bit. I said Totti and Dia are probably your striker / sub striker there. They may play in this 4-3-3. They may move to a 4-4-2 with Zagani backing out into the midfield, which, whatever.
Yep.
It doesn't super matter. I love goals here. So my big bet of the game, and this is my favorite bet in Italy this weekend, other than the other game that's going to kick off shortly. I love over 2.5 here.
Yep.
It's sitting at minus 118, minus 120. I'm fine taking it there. Yep. If you have any boosts or anything, look, I just... There's no way I don't see goals here. Both of these defenses are fucking garbage. We know AC Milan has been getting off to terrible starts and conceding goals early. No Theo Hernandez actually might shore him up a little bit in the back until you go and look and see Emerson Royal is out there. And I can't believe that Tottenham got somebody to pay, well, I said real US dollars, but I guess it's fucking euros. Yeah. I can't believe anybody paid money for that fucking bum. I think I watched him have 8 terrible turnovers last match in the small amount of time he got on the pitch. He actually won the corner, but the ref didn't award it to him, which pissed off Pavlovic, who had it handled and was like, yo, get the fuck out of here. I got it. So yeah, I don't know. Emerson, dude, that guy's a walking booking too. Like, that is free money on a card.
Fact. No, I couldn't agree with you more. I think that was our favorite bet from our show this week, over 2.5. I got it at minus 120. It's pretty much stayed consistent. So these lineups didn't shift the number one way or the other. I guess action didn't shift it one way or the other, but you're exactly right. I think Lazio, from our standpoint, speaking as a fan, this is the strongest lineup they've put out all year. You're finally putting all your attacking talent, whether you want to call Tatti talent or not, that's up for fucking debate, because that dude can't seem to hit the net.
Nobody's done that since before World War II, man.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that'll be his claim to fame, because that dude can't seem to hit the net. But Dia is going to be good from the start. Tavares, we've been waiting for him to get healthy. Guendouzi and Rovella are our 2 best midfielders. So I think I'm not in love with the 4-3-3. I never really have been for this team since the Saudi days. But the lineup is strong. It's as strong as you could ask for. And everybody's up in arms about this AC Milan lineup. I'm going to give you the reason why you shouldn't be. Everybody's pissed. Leao's on the bench. Theo's on the bench. Oh, my God. How could he do that?
Needs to be on the bench.
We only have 1 point through 2 games. How could the coach do this? Because you only have 1 point through 2 games. What he was doing was not working. What these guys were doing on the field was not working. Leao could be a game changer. One of the best talents in Italy. There's no question about it. The production is just not there. For how skilled he is, the production is not there. Plain and simple. He's not seeing the
field well. He's not getting rid of the ball. He's taking selfish shots.
Yes, 100%. Couldn't have said it better. So they needed to make these changes. Both of these teams need a win. Plain and simple. I think Milan's going to go for it. I like to see Pulisic on the left here, see what he could do. Okafor has looked good in the limited minutes that he's had. Loftus-Cheek, to me, man, I don't know. I forget if you and I talked about it or not. He's been fantastic since they signed him last year. Plain and simple. And I don't really think he's playing in his best position. So you nailed it, dude. There's goals in this one. There's no doubt about it. I don't know what player props look like because I wasn't necessarily expecting this lineup, but let's get into it.
Yeah, right off the rip, I'll tell you, look, I can't get any money down over there, but if Okafor is still minus 127 for a shot on target,
hell yeah.
Over on BetRivers, take it. Even at minus 145 on FanDuel, I think it's a solid parlay piece. Definitely not interested at minus 185 over on DK.
Oh man, let's see what Hard Rock is. It's gonna be brutal. Let's see. I'll pull it up in real time here.
I really like Pulisic for a shot on target at minus 125 over on DK. Shop that around if you can find it. Anything better than again, I'll play it at minus 125. I'll lay that juice. I think if you can get minus 120 or better, it's kind of a must play. Hey, what up, Leg? He's on Lazio.
Yes, sir. I'm not, but I love it. Appreciate
I was
the
talking
support.
with Flash. He likes Lazio on the draw no bet at home, which I don't think is a bad call. You're getting a really nice price on a home side here in Italy. The pitch isn't that torn up yet. Early in the season, they do share this stadium with Roma, so it is always something to be wary about later in the season, but that doesn't affect us right now. I knew Leg was coming with this, and he's not wrong. I do love a Guendouzi shot on target as well. The big-haired Frenchman loves to jack for chicks from the midfield, so I can definitely get behind that. I like Chukwueze a lot for a shot on target.
I was just looking at him. Yep.
Minus 110 over on FanDuel. He's got a wand of a left foot. I think people didn't give him enough credit last year. I think he did start looking good much later in the AC Milan season. This kid was a stud at Villarreal. He can cross, he can shoot, he can put in good service for Okafor, Pulisic, Loftus-Cheek, even Rangers if he's coming in and crashing the box. I like Chukwueze. I can get behind him to score or assist. I can get. I'm gonna take Pulisic. I mean, coming off of the first nationally televised game of Serie A on CBS, where Pulisic scored for us. There's no way I'm not going back to Pulisic to score or assist. If you're hanging a plus number on it, I'm taking it for sure.
Plus 400 for an assist. Kind of silly.
Straight up, yeah, that's real silly. Let me find his best goal scorer number, and it might actually be more profitable to split the unit on that than it is to take to score or assist combo. So let me find the best number on Pulisic for a goal. Plus 340 on BetRivers if you can get it. Plus 300 on Caesars. Plus 280 on DK, plus 270 MGM, plus 210 FanDuel. Look at that massive discrepancy. We're talking $1.30 between highest and lowest there. I like Pulisic. I think he's going to continue shooting. He's very clinical when he does shoot. He's a guy who's, kind of sitting there at 2 or 3 shots, but he's always going to kind of put one on target for you. Definitely. And when it goes on target, it's challenging the keeper, and it's got a good chance to go in the back of the net.
And it'd be crazy too, man. If I'm sorry, just to finish that thought, he rarely shoots from inside the box either. That's the crazy thing. Imagine if he got a little further forward, he'd have a lot more goals.
Facts. Pulisic first half shot on target plus 160. I don't hate it. I don't know if you're finding it at minus 120, 80 cents on the dollar to get it in the first half. I don't think it's terrible. I'm personally probably not going to play it. It's plus 200 on FanDuel, which I think is a little bit better number. I know that if you're in Florida, you're limited by only being able to use Hard Rock and offshores. Speaking of offshores, quick plug. If you need one, check out BetUS. That's where I do all my card props because they're not offered in Michigan anymore. So yeah, BetUS.
Yep.
I got a promo code in the video description if you need an offshore and you want a sign up link. They have some good bonuses there. So yeah, I mean, I don't hate him for a shot on target in the first half. I think that number is just a little bit skinny there, DMB. If you're getting a little bit longer of a number at like plus 200, I like it. Yeah, stuck in Florida, so I don't hate it at plus 160. I'm just not super in love with it.
Just want to throw something out, and I want to say it with caution because it's by far the most volatile market there is, but it's fun as shit to bet on. AC Milan team total corners 4.5 is minus 110. They've gotten 9 corners in both of their games so far.
I was going to say, with Theo in the lineup, that feels like cheating because we know he's bombing forward and he's going to put him out for corners. Yeah, I mean, look at all the offensive power you got here. I mean, Ruben Loftus-Cheek is going to jack for chicks from outside the box. Rangers is going to jack for chicks from outside the box. Chuck Ueze, jacking for chicks. Pulisic, not necessarily jacking for chicks, but will be shooting. And Okafor. So, yeah, I think that you're dead on with that. AC Milan's thing is they like to run up corners. Pulisic's been nasty at his service for corners as well. He should be taking a majority of the corners here. Again, that's why Nick had to point out that plus 400 line for his assist. That's the guy who's going to be in charge of putting in service for a majority of your set pieces here. So I really like that number. I like him to score or assist, but I think I'm going to just make sure that I'm getting the best value on my dollar. I might split the unit there if it makes sense. Yeah, minus 170 for a shot on target. That's rough. So I can see you needing to go first half there, DMB. So yeah, if you're in Florida and you're playing on Hard Rock, if you can play live shots on target, play half a unit on the first half before the whistle, and then wait at halftime. If he doesn't have one, just go back in and play the shot on target live for the other half of your unit. You'll get a better number that way. So again, I'm not in Florida. I don't know how Hard Rock works, but if they do offer shots on target live, that's how I would play it. Play half a unit on first half and then play the second half live if he hasn't gotten it yet. What do we think about Rangers? One shot in the first half plus 100. You know I like it, William. He did it very often for the Netherlands over Euros. He's a shooter. That's what he's going to do. He's going to stand at the top of the box, and if the loose ball finds him, he's going to fucking shoot it, and he's going to challenge the keeper with it. He's pretty clinical and tends to put him on frame. Good to see you, my man. Appreciate you tuning in. So yeah, what were we talking about? We were talking a little shots on target market. So let me jump back over to that. I know I've been jumping around a little bit here. We already talked about Okafor. We talked about Pulisic. Chuck Ueze for a shot on target, minus 110 over on FanDuel. Really like that number. RLC for a shot on target, plus 150, plus 145. I think that is just a silly number for a guy playing the 10 there. Can I get Nico Williams to score, please? I would love that for you, Mike. Again, I do lean Bilbao here. That weather is just atrocious. It's been terrible for guys shooting. Keeping it shots on target. Rangers, again, plus 180, plus 170. I'm looking. Here we go. Guendouzi, plus 265 on Bet Rivers. I'm not going to be able to get that number. Plus 140. FanDuel is okay. Plus 160 DK. I do like Guendouzi to pop a shot off here. If you think he gets it on target at plus 160, that's a really good number.
Hey, we talked about Royale, plus 200 for a booking.
I mean, that's almost stealing. Like, that's almost thievery. Plus 200. I would have thought he would have been in like the 125
plus 120. Yeah.
Area. So yeah, I mean, Emerson Royale to be booked is kind of a must bet here. Speaking of, what's the over/under on bookings? I'll check the ref.
It was 4.5, I think, or 5.5. I think it was pretty high. Give me a second.
That's
5.5 is -120 on DraftKings.
Masia is the ref. Let me pull up his stats real quick. I'm not as familiar with Italian refs as I am with Spanish refs.
Certainly possible. Seems a little high.
Let me pull up Masia's ref stats here. Serie A, he's averaging almost 5 yellows a game, so that makes sense. He's a very veteran ref with almost 250 caps under his belt. Has reffed a shit ton of Lazio matches, averaging 2.4 cards a game across 25 matches. Has reffed 22 AC Milan matches, averaging 2.6 cards a game there. So yeah, I think 5.5's one card too high.
Agree. Absolutely agree. Close, but and possible, but
very possible, especially with Royale. If Theo Hernandez was in here, I love it because I know that he loves to get under people's skin. He's not afraid to needle you. Pavlovic and Tremore are going to have a ton of responsibility on the back end with Emerson Royale just being total dog shit. So I can see them being booked, trying to make up ground for him there. I don't know much about Turenko. I know they played Sallymakers back there at left back, which was absolutely fucking atrocious game one. So glad to see they're not doing that. But
well, he got sold to Roma, so it's not. Oh,
did he? Okay, yeah. Last minute Roma
swapped him. They swapped him for Tammy Abraham, which I thought is a absolutely ridiculously good move for Milan. I think.
Yeah, other than the wage bill,
wages. He's coming off of a knee injury, but this dude scored 25 goals 2 years ago.
I mean, Abraham's a solid striker with Morata picking up an injury and not being 100% sure on him. I like that much better than fucking Jovic up there.
No
who should
question.
just be fired into the sun. Like Jovic has absolutely no business in a starting 11 in Italy. I'm sorry.
Agree. Couldn't agree more.
So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at for shots on target. I expect this to be a very back and forth game with very little defense being played. Like I said, I like the over here. Look, you could even talk me into team shots on both of these teams. I do think that they come early and they come often. So I'm going to talk about the first half shots market here a little bit. By the way, both teams to score, obviously, I don't think Lazio's winning this game 3-0, and I don't think that AC Milan's winning this game 3-0. So if you don't love the over 2.5 price at -120, toss in the both teams to score. You're looking at a plus number. One or more shots in the first half. These are just shots. I like Ruben Loftus-Cheek. We already talked about Rangers. Guendouzi just to pop off a shot in the first half at +150, I think is a really nice number. Emerson Royale will shoot. He's fucking garbage. I personally don't want to see him with the ball at all. So I'm not interested in that. It is something I will mention though, because he will shoot. I just think he's complete garbage. 2 or more shots in the first half for Tati Castellanos at +115. That's a dumbass number. That's your main striker. He took 6 shots last game? Yep. 3 in the first half, 4 in the first half.
Yep.
3. I actually have that data.
None on target.
None on target. He didn't get his shot on target until the 93rd minute or whatever.
Fact.
Georgia touchdown. Sorry, I had to throw in some college football. Clemson are fucking frauds. Georgia -11 was thievery. I love Tati. 2 shots in the first half here, +115. I think he's done it every game. Give me a second while I pull up my first half shot data.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Don't open that in. Yep, that's going to download it. Give me a second. I apologize. I got to go into my Excel and actually find that because I do keep it there instead of on Google Sheets like an idiot. Lazio, First half shot data. Tati, 3 in the first, 3 in the first. I mean, I don't see any reason why not to go back to Tati for 2 at a plus number. And if you want to climb the ladder and go 3 in the first, plus 380 is a great number to do it on. Chukwueze to take 2 shots in the first. I do like that at plus 210. Okafor to take 2 shots. You're talking the main striker for AC Milan. I know he struggled a little bit last game to get it going, but plus 230. Pulisic, if you like Pulisic out there on the left, plus 260. Now, there is only one ball, and these guys do have to share it. And that absolutely has to be mentioned because I've talked about 6 guys I love for shots and shots on target.
It's going to be one of those games, though.
From Milan. So you're going to have to pick and choose who you want to ladder and who you think is going to get the volume. Personally, I think it's going to be Pulisic or Chukwueze. I think it comes from the wide areas where even though Leao hasn't gotten in the back of the net and hasn't really found his assist stuff, Leao's been shooting like a motherfucker over there from the left, and there's been plenty of space. It seems to be Milan's stronger side. Again, you don't have Theo back there, so I am interested to see where it's going. I'm not going to overcommit to first half shots. I'm going to play Tati because that's the volume guy, and I know that that's where it's coming from Lazio. If you want to pick and choose your poison here with AC Milan, I cannot blame you because these numbers are just super, super valuable.
Yeah, definitely. And it seems to me Pulisic and Chukwueze, they're a little more direct than Leao. Leao's super happy to take it to the outside, take it to the flag, take it to the end line, try to cross
corner, rack them up, get a set piece.
These guys are going to be a little more direct, at least in a game like this where you need points, you need a goal.
Legs got a really good point here on a red card in the game. I can
like plus 270 or something like that.
I can absolutely see a penalty kick being awarded to either team in this game too. Again, these defenses are trash. There's going to be a ton of get back on counters. I expect to see this game played mostly in Milan's third and mostly in Lazio's third with very little play in the middle third and just fast breaking action. Ash K, I'm not going to disagree with you here. It is a little rude just saying
facts are facts. Hey, man, it's all good.
But Nick will tell you he is a very pessimistic Lazio fan. He knows the score with this team. The problem is Lazio won't spend any fucking money and is just content being mid-table. So as a fan, it obviously infuriates you. The fact you let Kenyon Lee walk over like 1.5 milli is absolutely out of pocket for me too. Look how much he's fucking balling over there at PSG.
Yep. It is what it is, man.
I am watching college football. I have the Georgia Clemson game on right now. I also need a touchdown out of Maryland's quarterback. A buddy of mine told me about it, so I had a risk-free bet on DraftKings, and I went with that. I also love Texas A&M to smack Notre Dame. I'm never a Notre Dame believer. They're all hype, no substance, in my opinion. I'm not college football sharp, though. That's not what I'm here to do shows for. I'm here to talk ball. Legs calling for a Lazio 3-1 victory.
I love it, Leg.
You know he's just doing this so he can tweet you that he hates Lazio and it's all your fault, right?
Yeah, that's fine. or if it comes true, he's the smartest person on Twitter. So
right,
it's all
exactly.
Good.
He
the
gets
win-win for
nothing but benefit from being on
Leg.
Twitter talking up Lazio, and then if they lose, he just turns around and goes, "Well, I'm supporting my boy Nick."
Yeah, fact. Appreciate it either way, Leg. Yeah.
Legs
Hat trick of balls into the fucking stands, bro.
So yeah, you can just a quick reminder, you can follow me on Twitter at Baroque77, IG as well, where I'm doing the shows. Follow Nick. All of his links are right down here in the description. He does Kicks and Picks podcast. He has his boy Scotty on, who's got a big match for Liverpool tomorrow that I know he'll be dialed in for, but it is kind of an Italian-centric podcast. He does it with what's Coach's name?
Coach Steve.
Coach Steve, who's a Roma fan. So if you're into Italian Serie A like I am, they do their show live shortly after we wrap up with 2FootTalk. A little bit of overlap there sometimes when Leg and I won't shut the fuck up. So be sure to follow those guys. They'll get you all the Serie A info you need. It's a great watch. I tune in every week as soon as I'm done with 2FootTalk. So
appreciate you always
chatting with the boys over there. So yeah, I mean, unless you have anything else that's really jumping off the board for you that you want to talk about, I'll obviously throw it open to chat as well, but gonna get ready to wrap here shortly.
Over 2.5. I'd be really, really shocked if it doesn't come in. I mean, to me, that's it. Like you said, strong attacking lineups, different lineups than maybe we were expecting. Really weak defensive lineups. So 3 goals should be minimum in this one. Yeah,
I'm right there with you. And again, I like both teams to score. If you want to get that a plus number, I'm gonna end up taking a Rangers shot on target. I'm gonna take that Tati ladder because he's done it twice now. So I'm gonna take him 2 or more shots in the first half at plus 115 for my main play, and then I'll sprinkle a little. Hopefully he gets 2 and the profits roll over and cover me if he doesn't get the 3rd. I'd love Emerson Royale to be booked. It feels like free money. So whoever you can find that does bookings for you, go get Emerson Royale at anything above plus 150. It's kind of a must play. The guy's a fucking hack. Look how good Nick looks in the shirt. Roma getting smacked too. Yeah, Roma's kind of a mess. They need to be better. Quick thought on Napoli-Parma. I don't give a shit who Napoli runs out there. I don't think they've had time to register any of their new signings. Parma's going to score a goal here. Both teams to score minus 115. Absolutely love it. Parma looks elite on the counter, especially with Mon and the other Romanian who had a hell of a Euros. So Parma's actually low-key a wagon. Sorry, I have a gnat in here. And that's, look, you guys know I'm a Madrid guy. That's Don Carlo's team. So, like, I'm all Parma all day. Also, color scheme is sick. Italy, by far, of all the leagues I cover, has the sickest color scheme for each team. Like, EPL is literally all fucking red and blue. There's nothing fun I can do over there.
Couple burgundy.
Spain's got pop-in colors, but, like, it's all red and yellow for the Spanish flag. So, like, there's only so many variations I can do for backgrounds and to make, like, you know, the game look presentable. But look at this baby blue clashing with the black and red. Like this is an absolutely elite kit game. So love that. Leg is telling everybody Tati Hattie at 100 to 1. So you heard it from Leg first, ladies and gentlemen. They have somebody named Man on their team. They sure do. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Nick, I'll let you get any final thoughts you got in here.
No, in this Napoli game, I'm with you too. Both teams to score. It looks really, really strong in that one.
Yeah, it's still sitting around minus 115.
That I see, yep.
Yeah, then I'm in. That's a play for me. So those are the 2 games in Italy. I'm not going to get into the later Spanish stuff. If you want stuff on that, join the Discord, $15 a month. Do as much as I can to help you learn how to research and find all of this stuff on your own. I also have my official plays there. I have bet tracking, unit tracking stuff that you can copy and paste, throw in Excel or Google Word docs. It makes a great tracker. All sorts of tools for you there. Check out the link in the description. I got a bunch of sharp guys that were up at the ass crack of morning. I say the ass crack of morning, but listen, I stayed up too late getting drunk and trying to live bet Joker down 2 sets.
Usually a great strategy,
too. You throw a plus number on Djokovic live in a slam? Like, he just couldn't get his serve down. He did end up taking a set off the guy, and it was great. It was great watching tennis. I was up with, like, 3 of my boys in Discord, just shooting the shit, drinking Jack and Cokes, watching tennis. So Good time there. Anyway, links for the Discords are down in the description. Don't forget about the Dub Club that I do with Flash, where I bring you a video like this every Friday. It's got Flash in Mind's 10 best picks of the week. We're off to a hot start over in the EPL. Had a very nice start today. I would have loved if they didn't chalk off that big Chris Wood brace for Nottingham Forest, because I was on Forest money line, but shout out Bournemouth being absolute dogs coming back from down 2-0 to get me my Bournemouth draw no bet over the line. So that was good watching over there in England. Anyway,
man, I was not on the other side, but I was talking up Everton, saying, I think Everton has a good value in this bet. They're gonna finally get a win. I don't think they have had a win in August in like 3 years or some shit like that. They're up 2-0.
In the back of the net is huge for them, because that man has been plagued by injuries. Top dog, I can get all over Milan over 14 and a half shots. I don't have the data in front of me, but I'll tell you right now, they slammed that in both of their matches so far. I like both teams to go over their shot total. Leverkusen about to lose. Oh shit, I don't even have my flash score up.
Dortmund big stinker
to RB Leipzig. Holy shit.
Wow.
Look at that. Endo with a second half brace. The only action I took in that one today, because Leverkusen money line
up 2-0.
Yeah, they were minus 125 Wednesday, and I gave it out on 2FootTalk. It was minus 150 today, so I didn't play it. I just played Frimpong for a shot on target. He got me a goal. I turned that game off at half.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, I got to run. I'm going to get these bets in. Nick, thank you very much for joining me as always. Again, follow him on social media. Link to his podcast right down here in the description, along with Discord, BetUS sign up link. And please, as always, please like and subscribe here on YouTube. It costs you guys absolutely nothing. It helps us out a ton. The YouTube subscriptions really are what allow us to do and bring these shows to you guys for free. So please subscribe. That way you get notified every time we hop on and do a live stream. So I know I regularly tweet out the schedule, but things change during the week and we make adjustments. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. Top dog, I know it's late for you down there in South America, so I appreciate you, fam. That's it. That's all I got. I'm gonna run the outro, and best of luck. Hope to see you all at the window. We outside.